Hi everyone. So in today's video, we are going to continue from where we left off in the previous video. Okay. So we are going to look at the last application of difference of two squares, which is how to perform certain multiplications faster, right? So sometimes you may be given two numbers to multiply, and for some of such kinds of multiplications, you can use difference of two squares to help you perform the multiplication faster. Okay, so we are going to learn how that is done in this video. Okay, so we'll be looking at these three examples. Basically, there are certain things you're supposed to know before you can use difference of two squares to perform multiplications, but it's nothing too difficult. So let's get right into it. So we are going to begin with the first one, but let's talk about something called the center value. Okay, so you can apply difference of two squares to solve or to multiply two numbers given this particular condition. The condition is that the two numbers must be around something we call the center value. Okay, it's nothing too fancy. The center value is basically a number which has been increased to get the bigger or the larger number in the multiplication, and then that same center value has been decreased to get the smaller number you have, right? So basically, if you take the first example, we have 103 times 97. The center value will be a number which has been increased to get 103, and then the same number has been decreased by the same amount to get 97, right? So in this particular example, the center value is 100. Okay, we can see that 100 plus 3 gives us 103, whereas 100 minus 3 gives us 97. So in this case, the center value is 100. So this particular multiplication works if the two numbers you are dealing with are arranged around a particular center value. Okay, so that is the condition you're supposed to take note of if you are using difference of two squares to multiply two numbers. So how does this work? So let's get right into it. So we can rewrite 103 as 100 plus 3, and we can rewrite 97 as 100 minus 3. We have to do it this way so that we can get the formats right. So if you have 100 times 97, we can rewrite it as 100 plus 3 in one bracket, multiply 100 minus 3 in another bracket. And if you can recall, this is basically our formula for difference of two squares, which has been written in a different form, right? If you can recall, let me quickly go back. We have a squared minus b squared equals a plus b in one bracket, multiplying a minus b in another bracket. So what we have, right, is basically the same thing as this. So we have what's on the right hand side over here. So up to this point, we have this, right? So we can easily rewrite this as 100 squared minus 3 squared. This is it, right? And we know 100 squared is 10,000, and then 3 squared is 9. So that gives us this. And if you perform the subtraction, you end up with 9,991. So it means that 103 times 97 is 9,991. And using method of the application of the difference of two squares, you can easily arrive at your answer by following these simple steps. Once you are able to determine your center value, just square it and then square the other one, subtract the two values, and then you get your final answer. Very simple. So moving on to the second example, we have 51 times 49. So this works very simple, right? So we can see that the center value for this one is 50. So 51 can be written as 50 plus 1, 49 can be written as 50 minus 1, then 51 times 49 can be written as this, right? So we just replaced 51 with 50 plus 1, then we replaced 49 with 50 minus 1. They are still multiplying. So by applying difference of two squares, we can rewrite this as 50 squared minus 1 squared. 50 squared is 2,500, 1 squared is 1, so we get 2,500 minus 1. And that gives us 2,499 as our final answer for this question. Okay. The last example we have for this video is 55 times 49. Again, the center value for this is also 50. 55 is 50 plus 5. 45 can be written as 50 minus 5. And now that we have it like this, we can proceed and then rewrite 55 times 45 as 50 plus 5 in one bracket, multiply 50 minus 5 in another bracket. That can be also written as 50 squared minus 5 squared. That gives us 2,500 minus 25, and that gives us 2,475 as our final answer. So I think pretty much that's all for this video. Just know that this particular method works only if the two numbers are around a center value. Okay, without that you cannot use this to solve multiplications. Okay, so this is all for today's video. If you have any questions or comments, you can let me know in the comment section as well. So you can try these two examples, right? And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.